So I came in this morning, I left it printing, and I came in this morning, it was on the floor. So it knocked it off the bed. And you can see what's happened. There's something that happened here. And it's just a poor design with this short bowden tube where it doesn't produce enough. And I tried to make it up for it here, and here it's okay. Right. But, so what, I mean, obviously it's printed most of it, so I tried to make it work. There was a problem on this side where it's because of the bevel, because of the way it's printed. I printed it at 4 times the speed, so that was part of the problem as well. Yeah, but you can see how it's very close fitting. Yeah, this one just slotted in quite easily. That one I had to basically cut away part of the. Let me just stand it up so I can get to. Oh, wait, this one was a problem because the print had kind of welled out, and so it wouldn't fit. And I'd made it quite a tight fit because I didn't want it to slot around. This one's okay, and you can see how it actually fits quite well against the bezel. Yeah, and if you turn it that way as well, you can see obviously there's printing problems there. Yeah, and it won't stand up on this one. That's yeah, there it is. It's standing up. Yeah, so it is this way up, right, and it feels reasonably solid. You know, there's a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of spool where it basically just spat it out into thin air because all of this section's missing. Yeah, but that's not too bad. The bezel intrusion is 0. You can get, so you need to be able to touch there. I'm not quite sure why it's done it as, like I say, it's put them as separate prisms rather than simply merging it like that one. So I'm going to have to obviously see the original design. Yeah, but it's the right size, it fits correctly, the display fits into it, notwithstanding the print problems. You know, the design is fine. And obviously we've got nice big hole in the back. And it did print okay. You know, we got some slight overhang here where it's coming in, but it did actually print across the top, and if it wasn't for the printer itself going knackered, it would have probably finished the job. So my design for this, possibly if I maybe make it slightly shorter so that it doesn't, you know, so it actually fills it there first before it starts printing the top on top of it. You know, but obviously we've got access here as well because of the hole that I printed into it. You can see here that there's, oh, maybe you can't. I'll put the light on. You might be able to see, because you can see through it here. Yeah, so that's obviously, you know, that's because I sped it up and I tried to make it overproduce the output as well, which is part of the reason why I had a problem. Yeah, you can see inside how it's fitting closely, and the measurement's correct. It just comes up nicely to the tape that's there. Yeah, let's just put it on this side so you can see too. So I printed it. Yeah, I didn't print this one all the way across because on that one that's up there, I actually have the Raspberry Pi. Oh no, the Pi's here, isn't it? But I have something, I can't remember what it is. Oh, the wire's going in here, you see. So I don't know. But eventually, the Pi itself will be mounted actually in this plastic, and not as part of the screen. So will that, I think, because they need to be made solid. Yeah. So it's good. The design is fine. It's just the execution. So I might have to allow some things. You can see, actually, you can see through. I think you can see through that. You might not be able to, but you might just be able to make out. See, look, okay. If I put my finger underneath it, you can see. There you go. See. Yeah. Yeah. So not too bad, I have to say. Yeah, that's the. Is that the correct way? Oh no. That's the wrong way. Yeah. So the print is good. The display is solid now. It's not flopping around inside. Yeah. You can see how it's solid. Yeah. And if I put it like that. Okay. Do we have anything dropping down? No. No. See there as well. There's a little bit, you know, obviously it sags because it's not actually supported behind there, but it's good enough. And probably, it depends on the design of where the Raspberry Pi goes, I can just put something here and here to just so it supports it, and this side as well. You know, just a small support. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'm quite pleased with that, the way it's come out. Now, obviously, this is quite a thick bezel, and you can print thin, obviously, because that's what's happened at the back here. You know, it's just a single squirt essentially, isn't it? That back stuff. You know, I could do that at the front. It's a bit too thin and it doesn't really support much. I could just do a little stub as if it were, so that it just rather than it being quite thick like that, I could just do a small amount here just to hold it, you know, so that it actually it's a stay more than anything, rather than it being a support like this, so that it gives you less here, because you actually have to touch, and if you have to touch it here, yeah, you've got to be able to get your finger in, and if you've got a thick thing there, then it's stopping your finger from getting in there, isn't it? Yeah, obviously I've still not got sides on it, which is deliberate at this stage. I think I'll probably just print those separately, because you need to be able to assemble it, don't you, and get the screen in, so that allows you to put the screen in. Yeah, incidentally, the way I got the screen in wasn't, you'd think I'd just slot it straight in, but I couldn't, because it just wouldn't go through. So basically what I had to do is lift this up, flex against the plastic, and then push it down into it. So it's tight, obviously. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that, even though the actual execution of the print went wrong. What I might do is print it at normal speed and see what happens. Because it's a 4-hour print. I'm going to be here all day, so I might let it just do a 4-hour print. I was trying to do it in 1 hour, obviously. Yeah. But, I mean, these are obviously all roughs anyway. They're all roughs just to see how it turns out. So I'm not too bothered about it being like this. You know, I just want to see what the print itself looks like. I still think it's so cool. I mean, look, I just basically, like I say, and you saw in the previous one, that I just stuck something in there to create the hole, and now it's printed like that. It's really cool. I essentially cut, in the design, I just cut the hole out. Yeah. And incidentally, that's, you can see how I've removed material from there the same way. I just created a box and just shoved it into it, so that it removed the material. Yeah.